I want to talk to you guys about a lesson of commitment that I learned from a woman yesterday who is 100 pounds overweight. So, story time. So, three women came in yesterday for our 21-day trial orientation. Right. So, what we're doing right now at our studios is we actually want to create goodwill for our clients. So we're actually giving people free 21 days of coaching. And you come in, you get you either choose option A or option B. Option B is obviously stacked. Option A, you don't get as much. So you decide how much coaching you actually want. Now, all three of them came in. So there were three women that came in for our trial. All three women wanted to lose weight and change their lifestyle. But more than that, they actually wanted to just feel comfortable. They've tried gym memberships. One of them actually had a gym membership to Orange Theory. She had a gym membership to Total Women. She had a gym membership to LA Fitness. So if you look at Orange Theory, it's like what, $189 a month. She was paying $189 a month, $50 for Total Women. And she was paying another, like, I think $35 for 24-hour fitness, which came out to be about $300 worth of memberships that she was paying, and she wasn't using, and she hadn't used in like 7 months, right? And one of them was a school teacher, and the other one, I don't know what she did, but only two of them wanted it really bad enough. And the third one, it was very elaborate on what happened with the third one. So the third one, the reason she came, or the reason she seeked out help, was because her friends told her, the last time she was hanging out with her friends, told her that she should get weight loss surgery, and during the process, as I was explaining it, she made a comment, and she said, "Oh, it'd just be easier to go to Mexico." And 100%, it'd be so much easier to go to Mexico to lose your weight and stuff like that today. So, so the reason she came in was because her friends told her that she should get weight loss surgery. And so I broke down how our program works. I'm very straightforward with people. I told her exactly how the program worked. I answered all of their questions. And two of them decided to come on board except for this one. And as I was answering her questions, she still had so many questions about what happened next after the 21 days. She's like, what happens next? What about this? What about this? She hit me with, what if I have a back injury? And I was like, well, we have coaches that are able to modify any injury. And then I actually walked her over to one of the clients who was inside, who has had shoulder surgery several times. And like, I had her talk to her. And so the lesson here, she was planning ahead. She was thinking after the 21 days, what happens? And sometimes what I've noticed is planning ahead is not a good idea, because thinking that far ahead holds you back sometimes. Sometimes what you just need to do is dive in. You have to fail forward. Sometimes you just have to dive in, let shit break, and then just fix things as things are happening. Because if you plan, sometimes planning too much leads to inaction. And so my biggest lesson for today, the lesson that I learned, and I'm a big planner, and I like to plan everything out thoroughly from A to Z. But what I've realized is sometimes you just have to dive in, and sometimes you just have to go all in, figure things out along the way. And that makes for a better story, that makes for a better journey, and that makes for a better adventure for yourself. If you're trying to lose weight, you're either starting a business, you're either starting a new career, whatever it may be. Sometimes it's just easier to dive in, fail forward, and get better that way. Because if you plan ahead, sometimes planning will hold you back from taking action because you think so far ahead and you're like, oh my God, it's going to be so hard. And it's funny because after talking with the clients, after me answering all of her questions, after me explaining everything, she goes, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a phone call. Never comes back. And so what I've realized is I'm slowly losing faith in humanity. It's because people are afraid of commitment. People are afraid of not commitment to other people or things. It's a commitment to themselves, and it's a commitment of getting better. So, if you're the type of person that wants to dive in, wants to get better, wants to just feel better overall, because weight loss is cool, but you will lose weight, you'll get better, you'll change a lifestyle if you focus on self-care, self-love, and self-empowerment. If you a lot of people teach the fact that you need to lose weight to feel better. You need to tone up. You need to get in shape to feel better. But we've kind of flipped the switch a little bit. You need to feel better in order to lose weight and tone up. Because if you're not feeling better mentally, you'll never take the leap of doing it at full lengths, of diving all in. You have to feel better mentally. You have to practice self-care, taking care of yourself. You have to practice self-love. You have to love who you are, not love where you are, but who you are, and love the process. And last but not least, you have to practice self-empowerment, where you empower yourself to do the things that you've been afraid of doing.